Snug Life is all about the conversations that you have in the pub.
We can talk about bullshit things. We can talk about serious things.
3 childhood friends spread across 3 different continents now.
Snug is a home away from home.
How are you, lads?
Good morning.
Sean, I think you're a little hungover in the office hiding with a microphone, or are we going to keep that off the airwaves?
That's totally fine. I don't mind. You can throw that out there. Well, I went to the Arsenal game yesterday.
Disappointing.
Fulham 1-1. Tough to watch, but great fun in the away end. And then just had a few drinks with people that were in town for it, and I was just laughing at myself at a game like that, just becoming, an absolute scrote of a football hooligan for 90 minutes.
How many wanker signs did you throw at your hand?
Oh, it's terrible what it does to you. You look around and you're seeing everyone is just, there's probably a doctor, a police officer, normal jobs, an engineer. But for that moment, for 90 minutes, you just turn into just a horrible human being.
Absolutely.
There's nothing you can do.
You're at war in the away end, just wanker symbols.
Behind
Just
enemy
this
lines.
Shit. And then you come out of the stadium and you go, oh yeah, I forgot that's just entertainment. That's not real. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, what do you get up to, guys? Over in Oz?
We put the Christmas tree up.
Ooh.
To your question last, or whatever, how many weeks ago, Sean?
Great date. I love that out of you.
1st of December. Oh, 7th of December for
Good
us.
timing.
Yeah. So it was 7 days after the 1st. So semi-Christmassy, but yeah, 2 weeks out. I think it's fair game. Remember I told you about the TV?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
But yes.
It lives. It fucking
Oh,
lives.
the rice worked.
The rice worked!
I had a one of those like Dyson fans in front of it for running
Oh, you
solid
fancy.
Oh, the ones that look like a portal into another universe.
for about yeah.
They're very cool.
Had one of that and pointed at it, just going back and forth for somewhere between 36 and 48 hours, and then I had a hair dryer that every couple of hours I'd just go up and blast, cook it a little.
Good work,
Yeah.
guys. I thought that was
Yeah.
a goner.
Oh man, there was a puddle in front of the TV where the water was running directly through it. So yeah, that was an early Christmas present.
I have a question, guys, if you don't mind, on
sure.
your Christmas tree in Australia, it being the summer and super hot. Is it a Christmas palm tree rather than a Christmas fir tree?
No.
Is it is the
No,
Christmas
John.
music really islandy, tropical?
No,
But baby, it's hot outside.
Yeah, there's like kalimba, the bloop, 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 bloop. Kalimba with jingle bells thrown in.
it's Australia, not Jamaica. It was still a British colony, just like Ireland. It's all the
So is
same
Jamaica.
shit,
They're all
just hotter.
Well, guys, congrats on both the tree, the erecting of the tree, and the revival of your TV. What a weekend for guys.
yeah,
was
whirlwind.
2 wins.
A lot of cleaning, yeah. A couple of Hoover loads of shite went down too.
Tomo, did you have such a productive weekend? Now you're going to feel bad probably after hearing that.
Yeah, fuck you, Tomo.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. A few bits from my week. I got a little mop shop, lads. And you know the way you a lot of times you go into the barbers and the guys are sometimes talking about stuff that's a bit, maybe not appropriate for a public space, and you've just met him, but this guy was a bit loose. So he starts telling me about the night before, like we're chatting away and getting on grand. I want to say he was Middle Eastern. I'm not sure where he was from, but he's probably about late 20s. And he starts telling me how he was in Dicey's the night before. And he's like, man, I got with this Mexican girl. And I'm like, okay. He's like really going, telling me all the details back to hers, And I'm going, yeah, great. Because you know what's great about Ireland, man? women from everywhere. You got all kinds of menu, you know. And he goes, sometimes I go out, I like to eat chicken. Sometimes I eat pork. Sometimes I have beef. And I'm like, whoa. And he points to the other barber to his right, who's obviously his friend. And he goes, this guy eats chicken every night. Not me. I go to buffet. So I'm just trying to get out of here at this point, you know.
But he's like halfway through a haircut. You can't offend him. You need to be his best friend until he finishes.
Oh God!
Quick one. What was chicken every night in relation to? Is he married or?
So yeah, I'm guessing your man has a girlfriend or he's in a relationship, whereas this guy is out playing the market. I think that's
what he was alluding to.
There's nothing wrong with
I
chicken.
didn't ask him to clarify. Yeah, I didn't want him to clarify.
So
We're in a packed
awkward being in that
barbers.
situation.
Oh, so awkward.
Was there an audience?
Yeah, there was about 4 or 5 other lads sitting in the, you know, of all ages kind of thing. So you're like, oh, don't think I'm this kind of guy. I'm not. Like,
Everyone else gets to show their disgust because they're rolling the dice that maybe he won't be cutting my hair, but you're locked in. You have to be his mate.
and like you said, because you don't want that guy to think that, you know, you dislike him in that moment because he's literally got your hair in his hands.
I have an idea. There should be, you know, like an Uber where you can request your preference for the temperature,
Yes.
but you can also request like to speak or not, chatty or not. You should be able to do that in the barber. You should be able to say like, you know, I just want the haircut today. I don't need to chat. I don't need to chat about your chicken and beef or your holiday to Spain that you've planned since, you know, you should be able to just have a preference because sometimes you are in the mood. Let's say a Friday evening and you get your hair cut and you're vibing, you want to have the chat. And then others...
They give you a little beer.
I love that.
Exactly. And then other times you just want straight to the point. I want the haircut and I want to get out of here quick. I hate when I'm in a rush for a haircut and they're just dilly-dallying.
Chit-chatting and just, and you know the little...
Question.
Sorry, go on, guys.
Sorry, finish, Tomo.
No, you're grand. I was just going to say the mirror check at the end, the old pointless mirror check.
The unnecessary mirror
This is where I was going, right? How bad would a haircut need to be for you to tell them?
Well, this is the thing, right? So I asked your man to give me a totally different haircut and he didn't listen to any of it. So
I was thinking that looks shite.
yeah, he took a lot off. Like, I kind of leave it with a little bit on it. And I just was like, here, can you just tidy it up a bit in the sides? Only shave it up to here because I didn't want him to go too high and then just, you know, leave a lot of the length and top. And he just goes, yeah, boss, yes, boss.
He wasn't listening to a word you said. He was thinking of the pork he had last night.
100%. And not only did I thank him, I gave him a tip. And away we go. He gets the mirror up and I'm saying, brilliant. It's great, man. Thanks. You nailed it.
I never even look at the mirror. The mirror goes up. They could have carved in, like, you're a prick written on the back of my head. And I'll be nodding and go, perfect. Thanks, man. Just, you know, that anxiety that you get at that point of the haircut. You just want to get out the door and take a deep breath and hope
You
that
can
it
fix
isn't
it.
as
I
bad
can go
as
to
you
another
think.
barber if this is shite. Like,
Just get me the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I've always wondered, like, how bad, like, would I need to see you're a prick shaved into the back of my head to tell him? I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just go, well, that's a bit rude. Like, anyway,
Not even
thanks.
then, I'd probably,
It's a bit rude.
Thanks,
They
Ed.
take
You
cash.
take cash. Yeah, exactly.
I got some feedback from some of our listeners.
Oh, please.
I'll go for it.
So this one has to remain anonymous to protect the innocent. But someone told me that their dad was putting a shower into the downstairs bathroom, and the mother was saying, "You can't put a shower into that bathroom; it'll never fit." He's like, "No, I'll get it in," and then he squares it away into the corner with this tiny little shower, and the mother goes in and says, no, sorry, that's right under the window. Like, you can't put it there. A, you won't get the shower curtain in because there's nothing to attach it to. And B, it's right beside the fucking window. And he proceeds to install the shower.
Determined.
Thinking, obviously, he'd come back into the shower curtain, never does it. I don't think the shower was ever used in
Not
the
once.
30 years it's been
Yes.
there. So, fellas, listen to your women.
Unbelievable.
And then the second one was, it was actually a meme online somebody sent me. And I'm going to butcher this now, but it said, the older I get, the more I realize that my wife's actually always right. I just don't like her tone.
That's amazing. Isn't it?
It's how it feels.
I don't like her tone.
Feel hearing it.
I do think we need to write a jingle at this stage. What about I'm thinking like when you think you're right, when you say you're right, but you know you're wrong. Man, listen to your women, or something like that, you know. And then when we go, you know, when you say you're right, but you know you're wrong, something along those lines. We can. I'll get right.
I love that.
And like when you ask for their opinion, but you don't want the truth.
When you don't ask for their opinion, but you get it anyway.
I think it needs to be really upbeat and kind of like a little.
Time to tuck those ears away.
You're trying your best. You're doing it wrong. You know that, but you don't want to be told.
When you don't ask their opinion, but you get it anyway. You ignore the insurance, or you threw the receipt away. When you say alright, and you're holding strong, then listen to your women, 'cause you're probably wrong.
Well, I had a random shower thought, and it's just like we could use this in any episode if it doesn't, you know, if we need something. But this one
You had a
was an
shower
actual
thought this
shower
week you wanted
thought.
to share with everybody.
Yeah, it was yesterday morning before I headed out to that football game. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if you could just go back in time but still be the person you are today and know that like Messi's going to be brilliant and Ronaldo's going to be amazing and Saliba and Van Dijk, and you know the players and their age and their era in football, so you could be the best football scout in the world. You just pluck them before they're even known to be great. And then it moved on to music. I was like, imagine you went back in time, like, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and you just went to some like the biggest, say, music producer going, and you just came out with these jingles of things that are sure things, but the world doesn't know about it yet, but you do. You know the Beatles songs before the Beatles exist. You'd be a legend.
Yeah, you do very well.
You'd know everything.
I love though, like of all the uses for a time machine, I don't know if that's the most.
Yeah, like that's
Business
all that
prospect,
kept going through my
spoken
head.
like a businessman, Sean. Spoken like a true businessman.
Yeah.
Like you also know that Apple and Microsoft and Amazon shares are going to the moon, but you're going to find Ed Sheeran before anyone else for a tasty 0.001% of the profit for about 4 years.
Definitely better uses to go back in time, but imagine just going California love.
Never mind trying to kill Hitler.
I'd like to see.
Fuck that.
I want to see Sean rolling up with like a little blood and Crip symbol or whatever on his head. Like, hello, I'm here to see Mr. Tupac.
little teardrop tattoo under the left eye.
I've got a deal he couldn't say no to.
Tomo, these are more business ideas
Shakur.
going back in time. They are not like solving, you know, bigger issues in the world.
Walk me through how you're going to kill Hitler, Tomo.
So I'm going to get in the time machine, go back to, I think the war started in like 1938 or something, if my dates could be wrong here. And I'm going to just get a time machine into his gaff when he's on the jacks.
Where does he live?
Completely defenseless. The Reichstag or something like that. And pop in and I'll have a little
fucking doll.
And do what?
Yeah, sure, that's where he lives, man. Everyone knows he lives in the Reichstag. I'll just punch him in the face until he's dead.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, before you get in the time machine, do you have a weapon to hand?
Yeah, this is
should.
what I mean. Everybody
Put
says
the
it,
exact address.
Well, let me
in
ask you
there,
different
like-
questions about. So I'm more concerned with when we think about time machines. I'm thinking about the practicalities here. Like, if you get in this time machine, do the objects you're holding come with you? Is your phone in your
Yes.
pocket? Do your clothes come with you?
It all goes with you.
It all comes with you, Tom.
But there's no infrastructure for your phone. I mean, it can't connect to a network back
What the
then.
fuck are you going to do with your phone? Throw it at him.
Right, so I like the idea of me getting in it with a samurai sword, getting in the time machine. I'm gonna kill Hitler, and then pew, and I'm in his bathroom completely naked, no samurai sword, and I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do now?
Abort.
What I love about this is that you haven't once actually thought about, like, is there a book that charts his daily life up, like, through the years? There isn't. You never know where he is.
This is the thing. Yeah, there actually is no way to get him.
You would
Although
just
he
arrive
landed
in
into someone's
Germany.
bathroom in the nip with a samurai sword.
Because anyone's.
And why would you bring a sword, not a gun?
In Germany, well after I'd say by 1938, the whole thing had already really kicked off. So you're just landing in pre-war Germany
Yeah.
in the nip with a samurai sword.
You'd be conscripted. They'd be like, "Are you Jewish?" You'd be like, "No." It's like, and you look Aryan. In fairness, you've got like the blonde hair, big jaw. Tomo would have gone back in time to kill Hitler, but end up fighting in his war on his side, conscripted for meals and clothing.
Just in a prisoner of war camp forevermore, and we can't get him back. What a waste of a time machine. At least I would be, making loads of money off all my music rights, and Gaz would be, big in the stock market. You, on the other hand, Tomo, are naked in a prisoner of war camp with a samurai sword.
Okay, maybe I need to rethink my priorities.
Way to save the world.
Nailed it. I think, like most things in life, my foolhardy approach would be my undoing. All energy, no plan.
I like the image of Tomo in today's world, as of today, walking around Dublin trying to find a samurai sword.
And then trying to
Carl's
find a
got
book
one.
that said where Hitler lived on a certain day and date, and then him turning up in that bathroom in the nip. It's just there's a movie. There's a movie here.
Right, so this week, lads, we're talking about businesses and business ideas. Some of the ones that maybe don't make any sense to us, how they made it, maybe some terrible ideas we have ourselves. And we're going to try wrap it up with a little bit of our version of Dragon's Den. So do we have any business ideas you'd like to lead with there?
I got one that a chap was in an Uber in the States, and he was pitching to me his business idea.
Oh, I love this.
So he said, he was like, what do you do? And I said, aviation, private aviation. And he was like, well, take my details because I'm going to need a private jet soon. I was like, wow, my God, this Uber game
Big
is
fish.
kicking off. He's like, no, wait till you hear this. He's like, hands me a business card. So his idea was that it would be an apparel clothing company that made hoodies. Mm-hmm. But built into these hoodies were little basketball hoops that you could pull out of your hoodie. And it would mean that, like, if you're hanging out with friends and you didn't have a hoop, you could always shoot hoops off each other. I was like, trying to like the idea. To me, it's the worst idea I've ever had.
That's dreadful.
I think it's pretty terrible. I think that's pretty terrible.
I just don't know how it works where Tomo and I launch this ball at you. You just stand as a pole and we just launch
Yeah, like, how did you make
be
it
brilliant.
tall? How do you, like, put it up in the air? Because, again, so, like, you were saying it's not real size, but, like, that's the whole idea of a basketball hoop. It has to be a standard size in order for it to work with a basketball.
Practice. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that it's not a full-size basketball because you have it in your pouch. So it must be novelty size.
But at this
And we
stage,
just-
like, why not just throw cans at a painted square on a wall or something? Like, it's...
Hey, guys, I don't know why I'm all of a sudden defending this chap's terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you lads know that insurance companies are insured by insurance companies.
Wow, I didn't know that. In case they get hit too hard. Wow.
So again, we're having a drink, and I said, lads, I've got this idea, right? We get this conglomerate together that insures the insurer. And we talk about a pipe dream. That's
insure the insurer.
And it's a big business.
It's already a big business.
So much
It's already
going on
a big
there.
business.
That's amazing.
And I would have laughed you out of the place.
But hold on a second, though. Who insures the insurer of the insurers?
Wow.
Because I've got a business idea.
We'll need to edit this out.
We always have
Can't
this.
let everyone catch on to this.
Oh, the
This is a
amount of
great
$1 million
idea.
ideas we've had to take offline.
So hang on. What happens here, right? Storm Bert rolls through, fucks all the trampolines in the sea, and then everybody goes to their insurers. I need a new roof. I need a new trampoline. And then I assume they only go to the big insurer, to their insurer when they're rightly fucked.
Yes, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like
When they're
so
going to go out
then-
of business.
So then the big insurer comes in. Like, who's the big insurer? Like, what are they? That's not a Quinn Insurance.
I don't
Like, that
know.
must be like
Yeah.
Barclays or something. Like, is it
Who knows?
JP Morgan?
And Tomo's going to be the insurer on top of that. That's how
On top of that,
big a backing he's going to get.
do you know what I love the idea of? The insurance company going to Big Daddy Insurance Company and Big Daddy Insurance Company screwing them out of their claim. Be like, sorry, have you read the fine print?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we took all your money, but no, we're not actually going to
Yeah.
cover any of that.
No, you've only been with us for 11 months.
10 years. Yeah, exactly.
You needed to pay 12 months to actually be covered. What? How does that work? Explain that to me. In any other world, imagine you sign up to broadband. Yeah, so you just need to be with us for 12 months before we give you any. Like, what?
What the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck is that?
What is the second layer of something that doesn't exist yet? The dentist for the dentist?
We could go down that route forever. All our good ideas are just...
Yeah. Like, what about an airline for pilots? You know, that kind of... How niche can we get here? Like, you know? How far can we go?
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, one shit idea that exists that I found, which I thought was very funny. So I knew Sean was coming with some shit ideas, and this is like, let's just got on Google, started thinking. So rent a chicken. So you can rent a chicken
To do eggs.
to,
like.
to get some eggs. So instead of having to buy your eggs, you can rent maybe I think it's an egg a day from a mature chicken. It might be 2 eggs. I don't know. There's maths that you can apply to this, but then you would get enough chickens to service your family's needs, and they've obviously worked out a margin here where it's cheaper than buying that many eggs at a shop, but you're getting them fresh from the hen's hole. So
Yeah.
rent a chicken,
That
and
is
that
hilarious.
Rent a chicken.
That is
Sorry, I love the
something-
idea of returning it. But, you know, maybe you got hungry, so you return a bag of chicken bones and you're like, yeah, this is how I got it. This is how it arrived.
Was that chicken insured? Did you have chicken insurance?
chicken insurance.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god, you actually would have to get chicken insurance. You know when you rent the car and they're like, "Do you want to get?" Do you know when you're renting and they're like, "Do you want to get insurance?" And you're like, "Why? What could happen? So if you damage it, the premium is the excess is $2,000 or whatever." And you're like, you roll the fucking dice. Now, again, fellas, listen to your women. If she tells you to get it. But yeah, there's definitely going to be fucking chicken insurance. $5 a day.
Let's enter the den. Let's enter Dragon's Den.
Let's enter the
Or
den.
s-
It's
the-
time
will
for
we
the
call
den.
it the Snug Den or Dragon's
Dragon
Snug?
Snug. Or
Dragon
Snug.
Snug, because a den is a snug.
Yeah. Dragon Snug. Dragon Snug.
All right, we're going into the Dragon Snug. Tomo, roll the music. Sean is an avid train watcher with no other hobbies or social life. Sean's come up with a couple of good ideas today for the dragons. Let's see what he's got.
Good afternoon, snugglers. My name is Sean O'Leary, and today I am pitching to you for 10% of my business valued at $100 million, a new idea of beer.
Oh.
This is beer as you know it. And yes, I do not have a recipe for new beer by any means, and that is a TBD. However, the idea here is in the genius naming rights of this or that beer. Now, Snugglers, imagine you're at a pub, there's a new brand out, you've not heard of it, and you say to your bartender, yeah, I'll have this beer that my friend has. Said bartender turns around and says, that beer he's drinking, or this beer, the new beer called this beer. Mm-hmm. And then he says, or is it that beer, which is also a brand. And maybe you say one of those beers. Those beer is the other beer. So the marketing ingenious of this beer brand is it markets and sells itself in the pub by causing severe confusion.
Oh, sorry.
By disappointing customers.
This is the same fella who last week sat and said that the marketing division is a fucking joke sitting around the boardroom. And
now he's Bob Marketing.
And this is... It is a self-marketing prophecy. The pub just markets your beer for yourself. You don't even have to market it.
That's
because everyone has to ask the question.
I don't like you. I don't like your business. I don't like beer. I'm out.
I'd have to agree. You want £10 million for a name?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, no. We'll create beer, of course. There'll be beer created. How hard is it to create beer? Everyone can create beer. That's not the point.
Sean, Tomas Daly here. Tomas Daly here, local investor.
Yes.
I'll make a counter offer. So I want 150% of the company for €6. So you owe me money already if you sign. You owe me 50% of your valuation.
That's completely rejected. That is absolutely a horrendous offer.
For that reason, I'm gonna have to say I'm out.
You'll eat your words. Duncan Tom O'Tine.
Duncan Tom O'Tine.
Okay, so one snuggler is out.
Sean, did you actually come up with that?
Yeah, I came up with this years ago, and I think it's a great idea.
I love
it. Gary,
and Sean, you are the person who will come back from the bar after having that exchange and say, right, that's it, we're all fucking leaving. You wouldn't believe the interaction I just had with that prick behind the bar.
Or I would say, that beer. Mm-hmm. That beer I was given.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And then you'll say, yeah, I ended up having one of those. It was delicious. Have you ever heard of that brand? No, but they're amazing. Yeah. Hey?
Have you tried this beer?
The whole thing
I only
relies
tried
on
that.
it being a good beer.
Hey, Tomo, you're out. You're out of the investment. I've only got one
Tomo,
snuggler
put
left.
yourself on mute. Put yourself on mute. You had your chance to grill him.
I'm out. Damn it.
So, have you ever planned a holiday and figured, I may need new clothes for this holiday?
Yes.
And I don't, yeah, of course you have.
Very regularly, every
You're
time.
going to
Pretty much every time.
a warm environment. I'll get new shorts, I'll get new T-shirts.
Treat
You
yourself.
spend time, you go to the shop, you get them. Then you have to pack your suitcase. That's all a hassle. Mm-hmm. How about you turned up at the airport with a personalized suitcase full of new clothing for you and your specific requirements, tailored to your size, your styling, that you can just pick up at the airport ready to go.
Okay, you have me now. I like this.
I'm interested.
I like
this is good.
I don't know what it is, but I have a hatred of packing. Hate it, and I have to do it all the time.
Really?
Hate it.
Don't mind that much. I know you do it a lot.
I don't know what. Do you
Tell
know
me
it's
more,
one of those
Gary.
things? But Sean, you have me intrigued with this rental. So then, say you were going on a casual work trip, you select the casual work option, and then you might be staying on for a weekend. You might just add the comfy the weekend attire, or like, is there a pool in the hotel? You tick the pool box and get the swimmers,
Yeah, swimming
sauna,
hat.
gym, Sean,
A conference, a suit.
and you give it your measurements, and then you just hop out of your Uber, and there's your buddy waiting for you with his little suitcase, and then obviously you're getting the suitcase insurance.
Oh, lads, I think I've got it. The name, or maybe not. Suit yourself, I was thinking, but you have the case element in there. Suit yourself is strong.
Well, you know, hold on to your horses there.
Fuck, I said it before we did the money.
Valentine.
Fuck, I said it before we did the money talk. Damn, I always do this.
Hold on a second. What if I was to tell you, Tomo Valentine,
Yes.
that we also are going to be connected to an AI hookup that figures out your likes and dislikes from your previous rental to ever more refine your next order.
Ooh,
And what if I was to say that the tourism pack and travel pack was just one vertical of this investment for you? And now we can change apparel forevermore, where no one owns clothes, and we can wear fresh clothes all the time, and we can get the newest of everything.
Now you're
that gets
heading to the
returned.
non-green, non-economical.
All right, Margaret Thatcher, no one's going to own their clothes anymore.
It's green.
No one's going to own their own clothes. Sean is trying
Shit,
to...
I've oversold it. I've oversold it.
Yeah,
I've over-engineered
Sean,
the idea.
Put yourself on mute quick. I think you're on something, Sean. Imagine that, right? And then you could expand it to like foods and different things. Like when you get to the location, it's just sitting there in your hotel ready for you. And if you're doing multiple stops on a trip, like every single hotel, you wouldn't even need to bring a suitcase. It'd just every single place you went, to be one waiting for you. Oh, Sean, this is big.
All right, let's
Is
talk
this
numbers.
Two greens.
Let's
Is
talk
this
numbers.
2 green ticks.
Well, sorry,
Yeah,
I need to know.
I'd be sniffing around that.
I'm not going to tell you anything until you tell me what you're looking for.
Well, I need investment to create, the app. I need to get into
You
the
focus
into
on the
market.
weirdest shit. Like, the app is the hardest part. Like, not the logistics or the fucking.
I need shoppers. I need people to go shop.
Like, and you need all these clothes and all these sizes. Like, the investment is going to be fucking huge.
I think we need probably a 3 million investment to get us going.
You really
I'm
are.
gonna
That's
say-
your number.
That's
no, we wanna-
based on nothing. How many clothes can you buy for 3 mil? I don't know.
Let's see how we go.
Suitcases.
Well, look, honestly, once you have it up and running and you start charging people for suitcase insurance, you'll be rolling in it. Like, that's
laughing.
the real money maker.
Okay, so I would be in on that one. I'm not gonna lie. If I had any money,
I think
I had
there's
any money,
something
I
there.
would give you it.
I don't think we have to go into how much I want to raise or how much I value that, because
No.
it's meaningless to both of you in the Dragon Snug. But there you go. There's a win. I'll chalk that one up.
Congratulations.
1-1, baby.
What a 1 for 2. All right, 50%. What a hit. What else could you have, like, that's at location, ready to go?
In your suitcase, like.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant.
No, but like, as in, take the same idea, but like your rental car is there for you when you land. Like, what else? Is there other things that when you get to a location you'd want ready for you? No, just food and clothes, really. That's all you bring anywhere.
I think you got it.
This
Close
hotel
combination.
and that, like, we could segue into so many different businesses, guys. I mean, it's,
Actually, Sean, if anyone was going to do it, it'd be the hotels.
hey, look, and you've got a big pull in that market with all your traveling to all these random places.
Yeah, oh man, they all know my name. They all know
Oh,
my
he's a
name.
big
So,
name.
and for that reason, I choose you, Gary.
Big name in Mumbai. That's a big name in Mumbai.
Gary, I've chosen you as the investor for this particular
Thanks,
product.
Sean.
Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Thank you, Sean.
Well,
Can't wait to make
personally,
lots
I'm
of
outraged.
Another idea,
Yes, drive on.
and it may be not, I'd say, dragon worthy, but why don't we create our own cryptocurrency like the Haktua girl did?
Hawktua Girl has a
Because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Hawktua Girl came up
Well,
with
actually, I was going to say that went so well, like sarcastically, but she's like a multi millionaire because of it. But all of her fans are broke. So
Yes. Now,
did it go badly for her?
There you go. What about like Snugcoin?
Oh my God, it sounds perfect.
Sean.
Snugcoin.
So good.
Oh my God,
The
I'm in.
Snugcoin.
Let's make
And I think
Snugcoin.
How do we make this?
I don't know. We have to mine, and I don't know anything about mining.
What does that
Again,
even
I'm
mean?
the ideas guy.
No, Hawk 2 wasn't mining.
Like, what does that even? I don't know what that means.
And I have
but
soft hands. I'm not able for mining.
Snugcoin.
Well, apparently, Tomo, the sort of crypto thing, you mine them. I don't know how. I don't think you're physically mining. You're using the internet, but you need servers and stuff. It's a great idea.
And I have to say, you're knocking it out of the park here. Like that, this Snugcoin had me the minute you said the name. Just simple as that.
So, look, Snugcoin is definitely a community, and I feel
He's selling
that,
it to us.
you know, no better to join me on this than my fellow podcasters. So,
The Snugglers.
for this one, I offer you both 33% of the coin.
That's beautiful.
I'm in.
That's beautiful.
I'm in, and I'll take Gaz's.
could I not be
I'll
in?
take Gaz's share as well.
Now fuck off, Tomo. You hungry bastard.
Stab.
Snugcoin. Sean, I have to say, that's...
Yeah, I love it. I'm sold. That's your finest work.
Even if you put in 10 quid, you could own 10% of the market for Snugcoin. And eventually Snugcoin, if we hit 100,000 per coin, I mean,
Yeah. I think they bought that. Guys. I think we can launch now safely.
we definitely need a glass half full attitude in this investment.
So we have step one and we have step three. Step one, sell first 10% for €10. Step three, value 100,000, cash out. We're just missing that little. It's only a minor detail, really, but we're 2/3 of the way there, though.
2/3.
Do you know what step 2 is? A marketing department, and Sean won't let us hire one.
I think we need someone that actually knows how to create a coin. That could be Andy. Could be Andy.
So we need like a goldsmith. We need a blacksmith.
Sean always skips the hard bit. He's like, I just need an app for my deliver clothes all over the world service, and now for the coin, he's the marketing department. But no, someone will make us a coin. The beer, yes, don't worry about the beer. I've got the name though.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, in case there's any, sharks listening here that, invest, everything disclosed on the Snug Life is property of the Snug Life.
Oh God, yeah.
FYI.
I don't think that's how public media works. Public broadcasting.
I'm pretty sure it is, guys.
I'll give you 2 quickies. So I've got one where, and this is kind of an idea in a country, you might have seen it, Sean, but when you go out and you want to have a few drinks, but you can't bring the car, and then you've got to get an expensive taxi there and back, or a shitty bus there and an expensive taxi back. Mm-hmm. There's a service that I want to fucking bring all over the world, whereby you drive your own car and then you Uber a guy to come and drive your car home for you, with you in the thing.
Right, can I go first, Tomo?
I like this. I like this a lot. Because I think
Well-
How good is that?
it's a disaster that you have to. Yeah. Sorry, go on, Sean.
Yeah, but this already exists.
Oh,
What makes your idea better than
Well, where
the
does it
current-
exist?
Exists in Dubai.
Why only Dubai? Because
Well,
drinking is illegal.
my guess would be that maybe there is some kind of red tape and stuff that's hard to get it done in other countries, and that's why it's not there. Otherwise, it would be already. So, because you don't have a unique idea, Gary, I am out.
He's got you.
And do I feel maybe a little burnt by a reaction to my ideas? And
Yeah, fuck you. I should have went first.
maybe, but
He's bitter that we didn't invest in all 5.
They're all shite. My other one is we need more services that come to your house. And to an extent, we need a general, like, do everything type of person. Now, this may
Slave.
sound a little bit like slavery. Yes. Yes, Tomo. Cutting straight to the point. But imagine, like, you want to say, like, Sean, we were talking about packing earlier. You want someone to pack for you. They pack for you, clean your bathroom, cook your dinners, cut your hair, wash your kids. Like, why isn't there this generalist household helper that you could send to the shops? You know what I mean? They could
So are
come
you
and collect your
suggesting
car
an
for you.
app?
I think there's a few more legal issues to get through on this one, but
are
Yeah,
they
like the abolishment of
committed to
slavery.
Are they committed to you full time, or are they like rent a slave, or is
pay
it
them?
like your full time?
no, because look, people don't like renting because then you've got to pay for insurance. That's where they get you. That's the hook. We figured that out.
So it's a nanny. So your idea is to have an in-house, at-home nanny.
Think of all
essentially.
of these things like a nanny or a cleaner or an au pair, right? They've all got these like very specific skill sets that you can like engage them for an hour so that they work. I'm talking about like expanding that a little or a lot so that like they're kind of a do everything kind of person.
So I would assume, given your feedback to my ideas, which were
Sean, leave that out of this.
He's so bitter.
So bitter.
so bitter.
So salty.
How do we find these jack of all trades, and how much do they cost?
Do we set up a training college? Can we set up a training college like where you teach them like hairdressing, dentistry, music production? Like they just come out ready to go, like the Black Widow of housekeeping.
Like a robot?
Oh,
Maybe.
so this is where we're going.
Maybe. Who said it's
Now
a
we're
human
talking.
being?
Why would it be a human being? I actually think that would be ridiculous. This is a waste of time and money. So
No, but you're
So-
gonna have to insure your robot. No, it's the insurance trap gets us every time.
It kills all business ideas. The insurance trap.
kind of ruins creativity when insurance is the first. Insurance is the
Yeah,
first
that-
consideration.
That was my other idea. I think because like when you're like, oh, I have to get the electrician over, or I have to get the plumber, like someone to clean the oven, or you know what I mean, right? There's like these really specific things that you need to get done.
Yeah.
I like Airtasker to build your IKEA furniture.
Gaz, I have a great add-on to that. What about if that person just does your job as well? If they can do all the other things, they may as well
Unbelievable.
do your
I
job.
had a weird idea about this that where like imagine you could employ someone like the Mission Impossible face where they like
Yes.
apply the full
be
face
you.
and this person just like you send them a couple of recordings of you and your work meetings. So like for a week you just record yourself on work meetings and then they can pretend to be you, modulated voice and everything through the computer, and you just disappear. You go on a week's holidays. You can like try and clear your calendar so you got fuck all going on, and they're just
I'm
in
in.
Thailand or Bangkok or something, and they just put on your face for your meetings. They put on Tomo's face for his meetings. Like they could be
Oh, I'm
managing
so
a
in.
couple of calendars.
How much do you want? How much do you want? This sounds glorious.
Pretty solid idea. Pretty solid idea.
I mean, I'm in.
Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you.
I'm in. You got my investment secured.
Sold.
Best till last, Sean. What do you think of that?
Look, I think you just need an app for it, and then it's gold.
I think that's enough for this week. Just tell everybody, or remind everybody to like, subscribe, share it with your friends.
So Snug Life Podcast on Instagram and snuglifepodcast@gmail.com if you'd like to get in touch. And yeah, please, like, we're relying on word of mouth a little bit. So if you like the podcast, please tell friends, people who work with, all that kind of crack. We'd love to get a few more people listening to us.
And we promise if you subscribe to our Instagram, you will get a first-hand look at Tomo's new haircut.
Look at you, huh? Wow. Reel him in, Sean. Reel him in.
Please comment as to whether or not you would have given honest feedback to the barber.
Oh, you're opening up a bloodbath for me here. Right,
All
sure,
right,
look,
lads, go
we'll
on.
leave it there.
Till the next time.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
All the best. See you.
Cheerio.